Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Today we're breaking down the big question on everybody's mind. Is the market going to keep tanking or are we going to stabilize? I think we're going to stabilize. We'll walk through the official market calendar using Forex Factory so that you know which days are critical, and the answer is Thursday and Friday. Then we'll take a look at the Magnificent Seven to see if any real swing trades exist, and they do. And I'll share a few of those trades with you, keeping in mind that you should always know what you're going to trade and never take any advice from anybody on the internet. But right now, I'll tell you that and let the cat out of the bag. I like Amazon, Nvidia, Tesla, and a couple others. Also, I'll discuss several stocks that are under $100 that are worth watching. I'll briefly explain my swing trading strategy and what indicators I use. And lastly, I'll show you how to do some paper trading on the free TradingView software package. So let's get started. Got a lot to cover. I've started this video a little late this morning. It's about 11 o'clock on a Monday morning. And if you remember, Friday was not a very good day for the market. Lots of people were predicting doom and gloom. Not so bad today. The Dow is up. The NASDAQ went up early this morning and it's pulling back a bit, and so is the S&P 500. Looks like the big boys are up. Amazon, Apple, Walmart, Microsoft, which I have positions in, not moving. Looking at the Forex Factory calendar, it's a free tool as well, and I like it because you can filter out. It looks like the big ones are unemployment claims on Thursday and Friday, unemployment rate. Thursday and Friday looks like the big days. Now we'll look at the Magnificent Seven with the belief that these seven stocks will move the market. And look at that trend line there. Oh my, for Google. Same here for Google L, Class A stock. Amazon seems jumpy. That's why one of the reasons why I like it. It has tops and bottoms. And it seems to be up today. And using our zigzag indicator, perhaps this is a level of resistance and a level of support, perhaps right there. Is it range bound? A lot of candles in this little area here. I'm jotting this down for a range bound play. Remember, to be a successful swing trader, picking the tops and bottoms and a trend in between, range bound is a trend. And if you have a stock that is range bound or has predictable tops and bottoms, that's something you can use. Apple, there's your top and your bottom. And here's your RSI indicator, maybe predicting a trend change, and now it's maybe predicting a trend change here. Is that support? Could be. Meta is down a bit this day. Is that resistance? I'm not betting against Meta. Not with all its customers. It's AI. No, I'm not betting against. But if it happens to hit around 660, might be a chance to buy. Microsoft, I have a trade in there. It's a range-bound trade, and I said that this trade could hover around this area right here, because I thought that there was a lot of candles in that area. But for some reason, 2 or 3 days ago, after earnings, and earnings were good, Meta's dropped. Hoping it'll come back there, but just in case, I sold a put way down in here to minimize my loss. I sold the put for around 450, and I have about 450 in this range-bound trade. Nvidia, I'd be looking for a buying opportunity here very soon. In fact, I'm going to note that to check that out for a put. Let's check it out now. We select short put. I want to own the stock. We're going out to June, and you can do shorter time frames. And right now, if I bought it where it's at, where the stock price is at now, at 188, and I do a 190, I'm going to get a net credit of $3,642, but I have to put nearly that much margin as well. That's a one-for-one type situation. Not bad, but I want to buy it at a cheaper price, maybe at 140, where my net credit now is very good yet, $1,500, and the margin I have to put up is around the $1,500 range. That's because I have to buy it at 140. So I have to have $15,000 ready to go at the time that this expires, which is in June. I like this trade. Buying it at 140, wow, that's close enough for government work. I'd be happy to buy Nvidia at 140. And look, if the stock moves up, which I think it might, You can always take profit anytime you want. I like this trade. NVIDIA. I always liked Tesla, but I never traded. Maybe twice last year. Lots of people think this is a good buy. Support there, maybe a little lower. And I believe you can get a trade here much the same way as you got one for NVIDIA. I've got time. Let's check it out because I only have about $12,000 to spend this week. So I'm no hurry. Tesla, about the same time frame. Bring it down to 40. You need about $2,500 in margin reserve, and we've got that. And you get a $1,800 credit. We like that. And this stock needs to be above $221 at expiration. And look at that win rate. Oh my, 221. Oh my, look at that. 221 is right about there. Yeah, I'll be happy to own that. And the nice thing is I'm collecting premium on all this uncertainty. Yeah, I like that trade. The next thing I want to talk about is volatility. And right now, even after Friday, things seem to be, level off. And there's lots of things to be worrying about, both from our internal strife here in our own country, out in Minnesota, to geopolitical type turmoil in Venezuela. I mean, things are still kind of iffy there. Last week we had the Fed drama with investigating Powell and Trump nominating a new person. China is aggressive and continues to be aggressive to Taiwan. There's never ends in Ukraine. Trump is talking about buying Greenland and threatening NATO. And of course, let's not forget about Iran. We've sent some boats over there, and there's a lot of problems within Iran. Now, I do hope there's going to be a regime change, but hey, that's up to them. But the market just doesn't seem to care. We did have that problem on Friday, but things are righting itself today. Well, you had the Great Recession here in 2008, COVID, tariffs, but here we are. Market doesn't seem to care. For this week, I'm going to proceed ahead as normal, but a little hesitant today. And I think I'll crack things open tomorrow. Again, like I said, I only have $12,000 that I want to spend this week. Last week I mentioned Kimberly-Clark, the makers of adult and kids diapers, paper towels, paper products, things that you use every day. And I said that it was been down lately and that I thought it consolidated and would go up. At that time, this is what it looked like, and that you could sell a short put on it. Now, it's only been a few days, but it has gone up a little bit. Come down. Let's go to a red candle today. Can't read anything into it yet. This trade expires in June, so plenty of time. Be patient. Also mentioned 5 stocks that you could sell puts on that are under $100, and these are it. Mara is mining in the United States and abroad. Lucid builds vehicles. Tencent is a Chinese website that plays music. DraftKings, gambling site, not fully implemented yet. Implemented in a few states. And of course, Netflix. It used to be a big roller. These stocks have a lot of volatility, so check those out. But if you're selling puts against this, make sure that you're willing to own it. But because they're so cheap, it's a risk that you can accept. Lucid, consolidation here. You like to see that? A short put at $8 gives you $137. The next stock I'd like to talk about is Microsoft. And the only thing I mentioned is, and I mentioned that I have a trade going on and I sold a put. This is a big time player. Do you think it's going to stay down here? Leave a comment below. But I have a feeling what happens when you have a big move downward, it slowly crawls back up. And another theory is that when you have a gap like this, that gap tends to fill over time. I believe in both of those. And then also, if this is the mean of this stock for the last month or two, this will gradually revert back to the mean. So I think Microsoft is coming back. Kraft Heinz Corporation, KHC is the ticker, makes pickles and ketchup. Did you know that this blue chip stock is currently not profitable? This doesn't look good. Normally, when you don't see anything there, that means they're not profitable. The price target for this stock is $25. It's currently at $23. That's a lot of move, but you could sell a put against this at the $20 level. I don't think the stock's going to move much, and get $43. And of course, you only need to put in $200, so you could sell 3 or 4 of these and do okay. SoFi, everybody trades this stock, ticker symbol SOFI. It's got a great future, not a bad past, and it's healthy, but it is overvalued, but still people are trading it. The thing about SoFi is it dropped like a rock, and I thought you could sell a put. Selling a put at the money will give you $337, and I think the stock is going to go up. Looking at it this morning, it's indecisive. What do you think? Do you think the stock's going to go up, down, or sideways? I'd monitor this for a couple days, but I'd like to get in. Definitely want to get in SoFi at these levels. The Kraft Heinz trade, you can wait all week to decide whether you want to get in on that one or not. And the last stock I want to talk about is SoundHound. SoundHound is not yet profitable, but it is undervalued. And you can see that this stock has been sliding a lot lately. It's predicted to go to $26. It's at $16. This is a 1-year target price. The average is $16. I apologize. The current is $8.46. Got mixed up there a minute. $8. And you can sell a put on this. And let's just see what we got. SOUN, SoundHound, going out to, let's just say July. Selling a 7, it's at 8. Selling a 7, that's $1.50 difference. Gives you a credit of $105 on a measly $70 margin, $70 to $100. You have to buy this stock, which if you had to buy it, it would be about $8.50. That's $850. And you can take a profit at any time. This is the cheapies and lazy trader's dream. You could do 3, 4, 5 contracts on this and with a little money. The last thing I want to do today is answer 2 quick questions, and that is the type of trader I am. I'm a swing trader, and I like to get the tops and bottoms and the trends in between. This indicator here is a zigzag indicator, and you can see that it tracks almost perfectly. It does that because it repaints itself. This is not an indicator, a true indicator. You can't trade with it. You need to have one that doesn't repaint itself. And the 2 that I use that don't repaint itself are the RSI and the MACD. They don't repaint, but this one does. But the reason why I have it is I can go ahead and see the tops perfectly and the bottoms, and I can find an indicator that does that. So when the RSI is above the 0 line, it's there. That's an indication that it might reverse soon. And this is, by the way, this is JP Morgan on the daily time frame, and big caps normally do trade well with your indicators, RSI and the MACD. You can see that, again, the MACD crossover there and there and there tracks pretty good with the tops of this market. And you'll see that the bottoms, it works the same way for the bottoms. So the indicators I use, again, are the zigzag, the RSI, and the MACD. And you can pick 2. And if you can use a trading view, and you can use it with 2 indicators, possibly 3, for free, before you have to maybe, if you want 4 or 5 indicators, you have to pay a little. I think it's $10 a month. I'm paying, so I can use more, but I only use these. So a lot of people ask what kind of trader I am. Typically, I'm a swing trader and would like to get that bottom and then the trend in between the bottom and the top. And I use these indicators to help me find that and plan for those changes in the market. Now, if you're trying to predict the top and bottom of the market, that's a very hard thing to do. So that you have to normally wait for a change in trend. What happens here with the zigzag, it's waiting to draw this line until it knows for sure what the trend is going to be. And you can see it has a line there. But that could change. If this suddenly goes down, that line will continue on down. Right now, it doesn't know what it's doing. And when I look for that it doesn't know what it's doing, and then anticipate that it might be a reversal. And some people say if you wait 2 candles after, when the zigzag doesn't know what it's doing, you wait 2 candles you can get in. The only thing about it is if you use a zigzag as any kind of indicator, you can't back test it. You can back test these other indicators. And the other thing I use the zigzag for is to plot my support and resistance. And then if I know the distance between the support and resistance, and I believe in the 50% retracement rule, if I know those two things, I could believe that the stock is going to retrace back to that same 50% level. Let's see if it works here. Top and 50% there. So you can kind of use it as a gauge if you believe in the 50% retracement theory. I'll talk about this more, but this is in a nutshell what I do every day, and keep it simple. The last thing I wanted to discuss is paper trading. I often urge beginner traders to get started now, even before you learn anything. Just get your software and start paper trading right away. And so you take a look at the chart and you decide that if this stock has gone up, to do paper trading within TradingView, again, it's free. Do paper trading and you want to trade. And you can use the book order, but I don't use that. I'm going to buy this stock at 308 because I think it's going up. Number of shares, 100, buy at the market. And now I'm already losing $10 at this line. And you can set your account balance to anything you want. And that's as simple as that. And so you can watch that stock and learn from it. And once you learn swing trading or any kind of trading and learn it well, you can win for life. That's all I have for you today. Please leave a comment below and subscribe. We need subscribers. And remember, don't take any kind of advice off of anybody. Do it yourself. Choose a stock, watch it for a few weeks, do some paper trading, and then if you have $15,000 or even $5,000, but I wouldn't trade with real money until you have $5,000 saved up, then you can go ahead and start playing the game. Happy trading. We'll catch you on the flip.